வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
This is June with you, along with our sound engineer, Saleh Al-Masroori. Now, we have a guest with us in our studio. We would like to welcome Mr. Balachandran Ganesan. Hello and welcome to our program.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here. And I'm sure all our listeners are wondering what this is all about, because I haven't given them any clues so far.
Okay, good. Let it be a suspense.
Exactly. So tell us what exactly you're going to enlighten us with today.
Peace is a subject.
Okay.
Sounds very nice, but the whole world is in pieces.
Yeah.
So
True. So true.
So can we do something about it?
Right.
It's a larger aspect. Yes, we all want world peace. But the fundamental thing is, are you peaceful? When an individual is not peaceful,
Exactly.
he or she cannot bring peace in the family.
Right.
Okay? He won't allow his life partner to be in peace.
Okay.
And if they are not in peace, the children cannot be at peace.
There's turmoil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there'll be problems. And then it goes into the street, it goes into the roads, and then the village,
Right.
the city, the country.
Okay.
So when United Nations talks about world peace, it's all very nice to hear that Trump and North Korea should get together and talk. But ultimate long-time peace can happen only when each one of us is peaceful.
Right. So how do you achieve that?
Yes. In fact, there are 4 states of mind.
Okay.
And we are generally familiar with only 2. Pain and pleasure.
Right.
Fine.
Okay.
We want to avoid pain. We want to enjoy pleasure. But in these 2, we are always in an emotional mood.
Okay.
But there are 2 more states of mind. And that is, the third is peace. And the 4th is called ecstasy.
Okay.
And hardly any of us are in that peaceful state or ecstasy state.
Right.
It's not that we don't get peace. See, when there's no pain or pleasure, it is a peaceful state.
Okay.
Fine?
Yeah.
But we're not able to enjoy it.
Why not?
You feel, oh, what the hell? What am I doing? I've got to do something,
Okay. Yeah. I
Yes. So
I can
most of
identify
us,
with that.
most of us just cannot enjoy peace. Our
Okay.
mind wants something.
Right.
But we have to start enjoying that peaceful state. And then the great masters say that if you're in a peaceful state, you can go to much deeper understanding of things
Okay.
within you and outside you.
Right.
And that is a pleasure of a different order.
Okay.
And that they call it as ecstasy.
Right.
And it is beyond senses. Whereas the pleasure pain is in the senses, at the sense level.
Yeah.
Correct? So beyond sense, it is possible to reach.
But then you have to want to do it.
Yes,
It has to come from within you.
you got to work for it.
Yeah.
When does a pleasure become ecstasy? Okay, it's a higher order. Pleasure when it is on a sensual object. So suppose I take some sweet.
Yeah.
Suppose it gives 5 units of happiness. Okay?
Okay.
So I take 1 unit of that sweet. So I should enjoy 5 units of pleasure.
Yeah.
Fine. What if I take 2 units of that sweet?
Okay.
I
Double.
should be getting 10.
Yeah.
Does it happen?
No.
Suppose you take 3 units of sweet. You say, oh my God, enough. A lot of what is called in economics the law of diminishing marginal utility.
Okay.
So that starts setting in. So if that is the case, the pleasure itself becomes pain after some time.
Right.
4 units of sweet, I said, no, enough, man. I don't want it.
Okay.
Correct?
Yeah.
So what these great masters across the world, what they have found is the sensual pleasures start seeming to give you pleasure, but at some point of time, they lead you to pain if you don't know when to stop.
Right.
But when you know exactly when to stop, that is neither a pleasure nor the pain.
Okay.
That
so
is
it's
a
about
peaceful state.
So it's all about self-control.
It is about self-control. So enjoy life, but when to stop, how to do it.
Right.
So you need some amount of control over your mind.
Yes.
Correct?
But it's not, I think for many people, that's not easy to achieve, to control your mind.
Yes, correct. So we need some practice for that.
Okay.
Just like if I want to be a good boxer, I have to practice for it.
Yeah.
Correct?
Right.
If I want to speak well in English, how many years of training we require, and still we know what type of English I speak. Okay. So for everything which is to be long lasting, needs some sort of a training, a
Right.
practice.
Okay.
So one such practice is, for the physical body, we need some practice. And we have got a mind,
Yeah.
which is mindless many times.
Yes.
So
True.
yes, we need some practice for the mind.
Okay.
Unfortunately, in all our schools and colleges, we are training the brain, but mind is something different.
Okay.
Okay, brain is an analytical power.
Yeah. True.
Okay, how to analyze
Yeah.
mathematics.
Yeah. Never looked at it that way.
Yes, but mind is something different. It's more to do with emotions.
Yes.
So how do I train my mind? It is that sort of training which is somehow lacking in our education system.
Okay.
And that is why we have all these sorts of problems. Fine?
So it needs to be started in schools from a very young age.
Yes, the earlier, the better.
Right.
After a certain age, it becomes that much more difficult.
Yes, because you're already,
Yes.
set in your ways.
But still, it is possible.
It's possible. Okay.
It is possible. No age is very late.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, or fortunately, you have to live with your mind even when you are 80.
Yeah.
So even at the age of 80, I should have some control over mind.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm going to give my problems to my grandchildren and everyone
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
So this type of training of mind, without computers, I can live. I can ask a computer to help me. A programmer to help me.
Yes.
But if I don't control my mind, my life is gone.
No one can help you.
Yes. So to be at peace is to train your body, train your mind.
Okay. So how do you go about training your mind?
Okay, that's again a good question. What exactly is mind? Itself is a question. Is it an organ? Yes, brain is an organ.
Yeah.
Heart is an organ. Okay, but what about mind? The more we start asking questions about mind, you got more problems.
The more confused you get.
More confused you get. So first of all, you should understand what mind is, and then to have a practice to streamline it in a particular way.
Yeah.
In fact, mind is not an organ at all. Every moment we keep getting thoughts. Correct?
Yes.
Even though we are talking to each
Yeah.
other, but still your mind may be somewhere else.
True. Very
Evening
true.
program at 8 o'clock somewhere. I
Very
got to
true.
go there. My children are like this. So it has we have a capacity of producing hundreds of thoughts. Okay. The whole gamut of thought put together can be called as mind.
Okay.
An example, a river. When you see a river, you think it's a river flowing.
Right.
Correct?
Right.
But every moment the drop of water you're seeing, that is gone. Some other drop of water is coming. That's totally new
Something
water.
new. Yeah.
But for us, it appears as a single stream of water.
Right.
Exactly like that. Every moment you're producing thoughts, uncontrolled. And the whole flow of thoughts is called mind.
Okay.
Okay. Now, how do you deal with these thoughts, which are, in fact, somebody told me that there are about 60,000 thoughts you have every day.
Okay. That scares me.
And each thought has an impact on us.
Yes, it
and
does.
that's all the more scaring.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to do something about it.
Okay.
Okay. But then, how do the thoughts arise? Fine. Slowly now we are going inward. Because all these things are things happening within us.
Right. Right.
Fine.
Yes.
Okay. Within us, now we got to go inside and see how we are built.
Okay.
Fine. Though we feel that we are sitting down here, fine. My physical body is sitting down here.
Yes.
My solid portion.
Yes.
But what about my liquid portion in me? Is it sitting or is it flowing?
Oh, okay.
The blood.
Yeah.
The blood
Yeah, yeah.
is constantly flowing. We are
Yes.
sitting,
Yes.
but if it stops, we are finished.
Exactly.
Okay, so the blood is flowing. Air within you is also flowing throughout the body.
True, true.
Okay, the heat is also constantly spreading within you.
Yes.
So within the fixed body, we have a number of flows. They call it as blood flow, heat flow, air flow.
Okay.
But to the base of that, there's an energy flow also.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So the energy also must be flowing.
Yes.
And the more subtle it is, the faster it will be flowing.
Okay.
The solid is gross, so
Yeah.
it is fixed.
Yeah.
But the blood is a bit more less gross
Yeah.
or more subtle. So the blood will be flowing.
Right.
Heat will be flowing even faster.
Right.
Air will be flowing even faster. And the energy must be flowing much faster.
Okay.
Okay?
Definitely not thoughts that, cross our minds.
Yeah. But it is astonishing that we know very little about ourselves. We seem to know what is the height of Everest, what is the depth of Pacific Ocean. Correct?
Yeah.
But what is your depth of mind?
Nobody knows. Not even you.
So, yeah. We're all trying to. So, if you want to be successful, if you want to be peaceful, if you want to be happy and make others happy, start understanding yourself instead of trying to understand others. That's going to be more difficult.
I so agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That itself brings you a certain amount of peace.
Yes. So automatically there's a sort of
Yeah.
filtering
Yes.
happening within you.
Yes.
Okay. Now, when the energy is flowing within you, which is very subtle,
Yeah.
and it works through senses, the energy which goes through your eyes is a light waves.
Okay.
So there's a video,
Yeah.
there's an audio.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a speaker.
Yes.
So for all these things, energy is there.
True.
And through the five senses, we get information. Through five sense
Yes.
organs,
Yes.
we get information.
Yes.
And that goes to the brain.
Okay.
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 And depending on my experience, it comes as a pain or pleasure,
Right.
my thought.
Right.
So every moment, because your five senses are active and you're seeing things, you're affected by that.
Okay.
For a change, what we do is we close the five senses as it were. Okay, I close my eyes.
Yeah.
I don't hear any sound. I
Okay.
sit in a room, no sound, no smell,
Okay.
no taste. Okay? I'm sitting down like that. And instead of mind going away,
Yes.
thinking of something else,
Yes.
I want to focus the mind on my life energy, my energy flow.
Okay.
Because the energy is the root of my mind.
Right. But how do you do that?
Yeah.
It's so difficult. As I was saying to you before, I tried to meditate and I was an utter failure.
It's always like that. In the anything which is worth pursuing will be difficult in the beginning.
Yeah.
Anything which is very easy in the beginning is not worth.
It takes time and
Yeah, yeah,
patience.
correct.
Okay.
For the mind, we are always used to looking outward.
Yes.
So give a totally 180 degrees turn to the mind.
Okay.
So what I do is I don't see anything. I don't hear anything. I don't smell anything. I keep the environment like that. And then try to focus on my energy,
Okay.
which is tough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there are methods. Okay. Now, where do you focus? Suppose I want to focus on my energy. Where should I focus? Is the next question.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
A few more questions. Yes.
Yeah, we'll take a short break,
Yes.
and when we come back, this is a really interesting subject. I think, maybe just half an hour is not enough to get into this. So
mind-boggling.
but, yeah, it is absolutely mind-boggling, and it's so very interesting because you've brought up so many points, Mr. Balachandran, that we just don't think about. I mean, there's so much more to the human psyche than we want to admit, perhaps, or we even care to think
Yeah.
about.
We don't even think in those directions.
Exactly. So we'll be back, and we are talking with Mr. Balachandran Ganesan, who's here to talk about individual peace, family peace, health, physical and mental wellness, and how to attain all these virtues. It's all happening on the nation station Oman FM. This is June along with Saleh Al-Masrouri, our sound engineer. It is the Afternoon Buzz.
90.4 Radio Sultanate of Oman.
We're back with the Afternoon Buzz on the nation station Oman FM. This is June with you, and our guest today is Mr. Balachandran Ganesan. Now, the bottom line, the gist of what we're talking about today is how to attain inner peace.
Yes.
Yeah? And that is not very easy.
But it's a must.
It is a must, especially in today's world. It's not the easiest thing to do. So you're here to give us a few tips on how to do it.
Okay. Yes. Now, let us try to understand how our physiology works. Then we'll come to the psychology.
Okay.
Okay. So the blood is circulating throughout the body.
Right.
What is the working center for the blood? Is the heart.
Heart, yeah.
Okay. Similarly, the air is flowing all over the body.
Okay.
It has a working center.
Okay.
And that is our lungs.
Yeah.
Our life energy is also supposed to be flowing throughout the body.
Right.
What is the working center for that? We haven't studied. We don't even know about the existence of life energy. Correct?
Okay.
But intuitively, yes, I'm a living being, so I should be having life energy. Correct?
Yeah.
So there is a life energy in
Okay.
me, and that should be available throughout the body, and it should be having a working center.
Yes.
And it has a working center exactly at the physical center of our body.
Okay.
But what is the physical center of our body? Many people will think that the navel or the belly button, as Americans call it.
Okay.
We think that that is the
I
center.
was going to say the sternum.
Yes. Huh? Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it is not. The problem is we even don't know what is the center of the physical body. Forget about this is the amount of ignorance we have about ourselves.
Okay.
So it's even further down. If you feel the spinal cord where it
Yeah.
ends,
Yeah.
a tailbone, that is the center of the body.
Okay.
So with that as center, life energy is circulating throughout the body. As long as it is there, we are not able to even perceive or feel the life energy.
Right.
Fine. But it's because of the life energy, the mind is throbbing, mind is working.
Okay.
So if instead of my mind thinking of something else, can it take a 180 degrees turn and focus on the source of mind,
Okay.
which is our life energy?
Yeah.
Then the mind is supposed to subside.
Okay.
An example, there are waves in the ocean.
Yeah.
If the ocean focuses on the moon, the tide will be high.
Yeah. High tide. Yeah.
But suppose it focuses on the ocean itself, the waves will
Subside.
merge with the...
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
So the waves, if they can merge with the source, they become calm.
Right.
Similarly, my mental waves, the source is my life energy.
Yes.
Tomorrow I'm not there, my life energy is not there in the body. There's nothing called mind.
True.
So mind and life energy are connected.
Okay.
In fact, life energy is source of mind, is a base of mind.
Yeah.
So I want to focus my mind on my life energy,
Okay.
but I don't know where it is. But now in this discussion, we find that it is circling throughout the body and has a working center at my very center of the being.
Okay.
The physical center is a center for my life energy.
Right.
But as long as it is there, I even don't understand the existence of that. I don't even feel that.
Yeah.
But according to the meditation practices, the working center can be shifted to higher centers as well.
How do you do that?
There are a number of techniques.
Okay.
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 So one such technique is by magnetic induction.
All right.
I'll use another concept. There's a biomagnetism within us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We say somebody has got a magnetic personality. You don't know why, but the fellow has got something
Yes.
like you. Okay. So a charismatic person.
Okay.
We call him. Okay. For example, our leader Mahatma Gandhi, he was not a very handsome man. He was not a great orator, but still something was there in him.
Yeah, true. True.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we all have what is called magnetism in us.
Yes.
Fine. But we don't know how to make use of that, how to enhance that.
Okay.
So by magnetic induction, we can do so many things. For example, if there's an iron piece
Yeah.
And if I got a magnet,
Okay. Yeah,
by,
it will.
by rubbing this magnet, this becomes also magnetic.
Yes.
Similarly, we are also magnetic. By somebody using the magnetism in him can induce magnetism within us.
Very deep thoughts. Yeah.
At least if it is logical, it is okay.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing anything hoodoo in
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
this. Yes, there are many subtle forces within us and in the universe.
yeah, that's true. That's
We are
true.
at a very peripheral level only. We look only at the physical level. For example, a car may be very beautiful from outside.
Yeah.
But what is the power of the engine? That is
Yeah.
what is the most important.
Exactly. Exactly.
How the electromagnetism works there.
It's not the looks that matter. Yeah.
Similarly, how the biomagnetism works within us, that is what is the most important.
That is what you have to enhance.
Yes.
Okay.
So you work at a very, very root level or the subtlest level.
Okay.
And so by this induction, it can be taken to higher centers.
Right.
And then when we start focusing on those centers, it has been measured, calibrated that the mental frequency comes down.
Oh. Okay.
Fine?
Yeah.
So, and also, you will be able to even feel the pulsation of the life energy in you. Just like you're able to feel the pulsation of blood
Yeah.
at some points,
Yeah.
can we also feel the pulsation of the life,
Life
energy?
energy. How?
It is possible.
Okay.
So, there is a practice by which these are being taught.
Right.
And once you start doing that, your mind, as I told you, the mental wave, because it is focusing on the source, it becomes more and more calm.
Calm.
And that is called the peaceful state. So it's neither the pain nor the pleasure state, but it is a peaceful state.
Okay. I have a lot to work on. Okay. Yeah.
And in that peaceful state, your research activity starts. You will be able to look at things which are normally you don't look at.
Right.
And when you start realizing some secrets of nature, then you say, oh, that is an ecstatic. Oh, I found out. Archimedes.
But tell me something, Mr. Balachandran. Like, I was telling you earlier, I find it really difficult to meditate. So, are there any techniques to help hyperactive people like me? My mind is racing all the time, 24/7. I think even when I'm asleep, I wake up thinking. There's always something on my mind. So how do I calm that? Are there any techniques, to get into a calm state of mind?
Yes. As I told you, of course, you can focus on your breath. It is somewhat easier than focusing on energy.
Okay.
Or focusing on a form. You see, if you see various religions or whatever, they always keep your mind, they ask you to keep your mind focused on different things. That's
Right. Okay.
all. The shapes may vary,
Yeah.
the objects may vary, but they're all trying to do that.
Okay.
But if you can focus on the life energy, which is the thing in you, then you're going deeper. It is not as difficult as it sounds. Just a question of putting it into practice.
Okay.
So in that way, the mind becomes very, very strong because it gets a proper direction.
Right.
Your mental frequency is supposed to come from beta to alpha level, to theta level, to delta level.
Okay.
These are the various levels to which the mind can become calm.
Right.
Okay?
So,
And then you're able to differentiate between the right and the wrong. And you're able to get over your negative habits.
okay.
That is another aspect.
Yeah.
So mind has
yeah.
got two aspects. One is to make it strong.
Right.
And with that strength,
You can.
what are the practices by which I can remove some of my negativities?
Negativity. Okay.
I know getting angry is bad for me, bad for my health,
Yeah.
bad for the relationships, but I do get angry. So how do I go about it?
So, are you conducting like sessions here while you're visiting?
Yes, we do some programs.
Okay. Okay. And how long are you here for?
We are for about another 10 days.
Another 10 days.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you arrive?
2 days back.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Just in case, people who don't stop thinking like me, who want to attain at least some level of peace,
Yeah.
of calmness. Yeah. Okay. So tell us more.
So the mind, I told you about the focusing is one thing very important.
Yes.
And having that focusing mind, first look into myself and get some of the impurities or negativities from me.
Yeah.
Getting worried for any small things
Right.
is not necessary at all.
Yeah.
But I need a training for that. Anger.
People with anger issues.
Yes, people with anger issues.
Yeah.
People with greed. Greed is something different, and liking something is different.
Okay.
When the liking goes beyond a limit,
Yes.
greed is bad,
Yes.
but desire is not.
Okay.
Many people call desire itself is bad. No, desire we should have.
Yeah.
We should have ambitions in life.
Strive for. Yeah.
Yes. So desire is not a negative thing. Anger is a negative thing. Desire is a positive thing.
Yeah. And greed is definitely
And greed is definitely
negative.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, having said all this, now we are talking about adults.
Yes.
What about children?
In fact, this type of practice for the energy feeling, adolescence is the best time to start.
Okay.
Starting at the age of class 9, 13, 14.
Yeah.
If at that time they are given this training,
Yeah.
for example, in schools, if it's included there, we could find a totally different civilization.
Yeah, because at that age is when the
Yes.
turbulence starts.
when the turbulence
Yeah.
starts, and with so much of exposure to things because of internet,
Yes.
it's very easy for them to
Go
go into
astray.
the wrong direction.
Yes.
But if at that time this input is given and they have control,
Yeah.
you don't have to require a parent looking at you all the time
True.
and looking at you.
True.
They should know, yes, this is good for me, this is not good for me.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
that could be a cultural revolution.
Yeah. I wish, as you said, it could be done in schools.
Yes.
It would
In
make such a
fact,
difference.
We had a very nice experience. A student of class 9, he learned these practices,
Okay.
and then we used to tell, when you get angry, you lose a lot of biomagnetism. Okay?
Yeah.
That's why you feel very tired after an anger.
Yeah.
After a bout of anger,
Yes.
you're sweating, and then you got to get a glass of water to drink. You've not done anything at all.
Yeah.
But still, all these things are happening to you. So much of loss of energy is there.
Right.
So his parents were fighting with each other. So he said to both of them, "Why are you wasting your biomagnetism?" They got a shock of their life. I said, "What?" And then they wanted to come and attend the program.
That's great. Yeah, the parents should do it first.
But I was so happy to see that the
That's-
son is making the parents to come and learn.
Exactly.
So I'm enjoying it, doing
Yeah.
things like that.
Well, I'm sure there's so much more to talk about, but time has caught up with us. So I want to thank you so much for coming in, Mr. Balachandran Ganesan, and for being a part of our program and enlightening us on so many different aspects of how to be a better person.
Yes. And I thank you personally for having honored me, having invited me and asked me to share my thoughts.
It's our pleasure, believe
pleasure.
me, it's our pleasure. Thank you
I
very, very
enjoy-
much indeed.
Yes, I enjoy Oman. I like this country.
And we hope you will continue to visit. Okay. Thank you so much. Our guest has been Mr. Balachandran Ganesan, teaching us how to get to grassroots level, how to attain inner peace, and so be better people. If you are a better person, you pass that on to the next. Imagine where that could go, to your families, to your friends, out to the world. The world would be a better place to live in. This is June on the Nation Station, Oman FM. You're listening to the Afternoon Buzz.
வாழ்க வையகம் வாழ்க வையகம் வாழ்க வளம்.